The mayor must take responsibility for the actions of the police, period. The buck must stop with him. And we've all now seen the shocking footage last night of the police breaking up the peaceful vigil and protest in honor of Sarah Everard down in Clapham. And we were shocked to see the way that these men and women were being treated at a time when it was important to honor how women feel on the streets of London. They feel unsafe.
Move back! Move back! Get away from that!
This entire process could have been prevented with one single public statement from the mayor this week saying, I support the vigil, I support this protest, I support these women. And yet he was silent on this issue, and these acts happened last night. And of course, the mayor does what he normally does. He blames someone else. He says he's conducting an investigation, but that's just not good enough. This issue is trending throughout the UK. People feel very emotional about this, and they feel like not enough has been done. And we hear calls for the Metropolitan Police Commissioner, Sadiq, to resign. But we all know what really needs to happen. The mayor of London needs to resign. He needs to take responsibility and stop passing the buck, stop blaming someone else for his own failures. Again, he could have prevented this with one public statement this week in support of these men and women who went for this vigil in Clapham last night, but he didn't. He remains silent, and now that there's consequences, as usual, he wants to pass the buck and blame someone else. This is a serial behavior we've seen from the mayor. He is always blaming someone else for his own failures, and enough is enough. Us as citizens, we have to hold him accountable for once and say, Mr. Mayor, it's time for you to resign. It's time for someone else to come into power that is going to take ownership of what happens in their city. And then by taking ownership, put in the things that are necessary to change the direction of this city. And so I'm calling for the resignation of Mayor Sadiq Khan. Please leave me your comments below. Tell me if you agree with me. Forward this video on to someone who needs it. But enough of the special investigations, enough of the blaming of others. It's time for you, Mr. Mayor, to take ownership of this, to resign, and to do so immediately.